Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't filmed in forever because I really haven't. As you all know, 3 weeks ago we had our baby girl Athena, and she was born on April 15, 2018, and we are so excited. Today she is 3 weeks old. This is my second time filming this video. The first time something happened with my memory card that it was not picking it up on my iMovie, so I had to refilm it. I am excited to properly introduce you to Athena. She is a doll. She's sitting on the other couch. Well, she's not sitting, but she's actually laying down on the other couch. I did vlog my whole experience. I'm not sure if I'm going to add clips on this video or if I decide to make a different one because it was a lot of filming. As you all know, I did go into 40 weeks, past 40 weeks, actually 41 weeks. On my 40th week appointment, my doctor decided that he was going to induce me, but since I do have a previous C-section, he couldn't do it with medication, so he decided to break my water. He scheduled me for April 15, and we ended up going to the hospital. My appointment was at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I started having contractions at 12:30, like in the middle of the night, like midnight. He was one of the few doctors that was willing to do that. Everyone else, they didn't mention, but I know that they were going towards the C-section route if I hit 41 weeks and the baby was not here. But luckily my doctor said, hey, you know what, I can do it for you. I'll be able to deliver this baby. So yeah, my contractions started at midnight, and he didn't get in. We got into the hospital at 4 o'clock in the morning, but he didn't break my water until I think it was 11:30 that he broke my water. My husband was with me the whole time. My mom was able to take care of Rosa, Diego, and Leo, which it was awesome because my mom, honestly, she was here the whole time, and she still helps me to this day right now. And it's already been 3 weeks. It's been a very tough. It was a tough delivery and also the recovery, but I'll share with you guys in another video my recovery. But anyway, so back to when they broke my water at 11:30. When I first went into the hospital, I was at 2.5 centimeters dilated. Later on, I dilated to 3.5. Then that's when my doctor decided to break my water, which was at 11. But he wanted to see what was happening at first and to see if my body was just going to start dilating without him having to induce me. But anyways, after he broke my water, things kind of slowly started working through. And then around, I would say around 4:30, the pain was so strong that I couldn't handle it anymore. I decided to get an epidural. I was planning on getting an epidural from the beginning just because I know it's so painful. In the past, the epidurals have not worked on me, but luckily this time it did. I know that there was a chance that it was not going to work, but I still wanted to get it because the pain was extremely, it was strong. It was really strong. The best way for me to describe it is like it's as if you have two knives going through your uterus, like, and the pain was in the front, down low. So it was really strong. Like, it was really bad. I said at 5 o'clock I couldn't take it, and I said I need the epidural. It felt much better. The pain was still there because towards the end, after the epidural, I started dilating faster, but then we got to 9.5, and then I stopped. I was stuck at that number for like 2 hours, and they were flipping me like from one side to the other. They're like, no, we have to go on this side, and then now I'm go on the other side. But eventually the doctor helped me out so that we can go all the way to 10 and I can start pushing. I started pushing at 10 p.m. This time around, I told my mom to wait outside, and my sister-in-law too. They both waited. My whole family was there, except for my older brother. I don't know where he was at, but he didn't make it to the hospital until I got home. That's when he came and see me. But anyways, I just didn't want my mom in the room because she made me very nervous with Leo. So therefore, I just wanted to handle it on my own. And my husband was there. For the pushing part, the baby was really up, so it took a lot of effort for me to push the baby out. I was literally pushing for like 45 minutes, I would say. Yeah, 45 minutes, and it was really painful, you guys. Even with the epidural, everyone was so excited to know what the baby was. People were saying, it's a boy, it's a girl, it's a boy, it's a girl. everyone had their own opinions, but when the baby came out, when Athena came out, we were just like, oh my god, what is it, what is it? And he's like, oh, you got yourself a girl. So I was so happy. As you guys saw in my gender reveal, Rosa was excited. We were all so happy. It's just so surreal having a fourth child. It's the staff at Grossman Hospital were amazing. Everyone, the nurses, all the nurses were so sweet. I think even though it was the most painful delivery that I have done, labor and delivery, for my kids, I had the best nurses ever. Like, they were just so sweet, so caring. They just made me feel really, really comfortable. And I think that helps too, because they were making sure that I was not in too much pain. And whenever I said when I said I want the epidural now, I just remember it took an hour for us to get the epidural, you know, and waiting for everyone to be ready. And after I was done delivering Athena, once she came out, I wanted to use the restroom because I don't like having the catheter. And that's another thing too, because when you have the epidural, they put a catheter on you because you cannot stand up and go to the restroom because supposedly your legs are numb, but that doesn't happen to me. So therefore, when they put the catheter, I can feel everything. Like, it's so painful. It's so weird because it did block the pain, but I was able to feel that. So after I was done delivering Athena, I wanted to use the restroom. This was, let me say, it was like an hour after I was done. I was like, I need to use the restroom. And the nurse is like, okay. I had to get in a better position on the bed. And the nurses were pretty impressed that I was able to push with my legs. And they're like, whoa, your legs are not numb? I was like, my legs are not numb. They thought they were numb. And I did use the restroom like an hour after I delivered her, and I walked myself to the restroom and then walked myself back to the bed. When I was delivering Athena, I was pushing and pushing and pushing, and I was just listening to what they were telling me, but we noticed that it was taking a long time. So I guess when Athena's face came out, the doctor's like, oh, he said that's why. And I didn't understand what he meant by that until she was out. But apparently she was facing up, which makes it more difficult for the women to deliver a baby. Usually when they face down, it's easier because the smaller part of their head comes out first. But when the baby is facing up, it's bigger, it's harder to deliver a baby like that. But I did my best. I remember I was telling them, no, I need help. I need you to vacuum this baby. And the nurse was like, no, you can do it on your own. You're almost there. Give it 30 more minutes of push. For me, it was extremely painful when I was pushing her out. I felt like something was stuck right there. And also, she was a big baby. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but she was 8 pounds 11 ounces. So that was a pretty big baby. As you guys all know, my baby bump was pretty big too. So it was all baby. I mean, I still have a belly, don't get me wrong, and it's probably going to take time for me to lose the weight. When I first got home, I remember weighing myself. I was 157 pounds. When Athena was inside me, I think I was like 170 pounds. So I only lost like 13 pounds, 12 pounds when I had her. Now I'm at 146. When Athena first came out, they placed her right on my chest. She was not crying much. You know how babies usually cry a lot? She wasn't crying. So we were kind of like, oh, what's going on? But the doctor checked her, the nurses, and they're like, yeah, she's fine. I mean, her color is good. Probably like 20 minutes after she was born. And we started breastfeeding. And she latched on right away. I'm not feeling my hair, you guys. I don't know what is up with my hair. I was nervous, mixed emotions. I mean, having another baby is a lot of responsibility. I was going to get my tubes tied, and that's something I signed up for a while back. I didn't share that with you guys, but honestly, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I'm not planning on having more kids now that Athena is 3 weeks old, and I see how chaotic it can get with Rosa, Diego, and Leo. I definitely do not want to have another kid. I'm done. I don't think I'm ready to get my tubes tied to... I mean, it's a major surgery. What if in the future I do change my mind and I want more kids? I don't know. I mean, you never know what can happen, right? And I just thought, hey, you know, maybe I'll just get that done. But I couldn't do it. The doctor asked me right after I had Athena, if you have a vaginal delivery and you're planning on getting your tubes tied, I believe they do it the day after, because that's what they were going to do to me. But if you have a C-section, they do it right there and then. So I did sign up for that surgery. I said, yeah, let's go for it. If I have a C-section for whatever the reason is, I do want to get my tubes tied. But if I do not have a C-section, then I don't think I can do it. I don't feel ready. Like I said, I don't want more kids, but I also do not want to get that surgery done. Just because I think I have a lot of issues with my thyroid. Well, I mean, I no longer have my thyroid, but I feel like I have a lot of issues that might affect that might affect me in the future. I don't know if it makes any sense. Oh, look, you guys, have you noticed that I put Athena's shoes right there? I usually have my shoes, but now I have Athena's shoes. They're so cute and red. Overall, it was a really nice experience. Painful. It was painful. It was nice. So I was in labor for pretty much 22 hours. When Gabby came in, my sister-in-law, she's like, I feel like we were just here yesterday, not that long ago. I remember when I had Leo, I was sitting down and I was getting the epidural, like literally. And I was just like, you know, arching my back, how they tell you to do it. And then I remember thinking to myself, yes, I can do this one more time. And then a year and a half almost later, I have Athena, which was pretty surreal because I said to myself, yeah, I can do this again, one more time only. And we had Athena, which I'm really happy it was a girl, because now I have 2 boys and 2 girls. One thing I didn't share with you guys, during my pregnancy, I was going through a lot. There was, I don't know if you guys remember, but 2 years ago, Leo was actually 3 months old. I went to Puerto Rico. I have a vlog that I went to Puerto Rico to go visit my friend, and I remember getting bit by a bunch of mosquitoes, right? A bunch of them. So then I come back to San Diego, here, California, and I had a bunch of big bites all over my body, and that was in May. So then June, July, around July, that's when I got pregnant with Athena. And I remember, I think she was 20 weeks old. I did an ultrasound for me, and the measurements were not adding up. I guess they told me that her head was very, very small, like super teeny. And then my husband happens to be there with me at the appointment, and he said, could it be Zika? Because Leslie, you went to Puerto Rico in May. And we were literally freaking out, because then we started reading and the doctor's like, okay, I'm going to do a Zika test for you. So I remember when that was happening, I did share a little bit, but I wasn't very specific on what was happening. I didn't share exactly what was happening with you guys, because it was a lot for me and my husband. If you do have Zika, I think it stays in your system for a month or 3 months. I don't remember what the facts were on that, but they did the test for Zika on me, and it took, how would I say, 2 weeks for me to get the results. It was the most stressful thing ever. I think I did talk about it on my video, that if something was wrong with my kid, I can't control it, you know? And that was one of those things that I couldn't control, because I went to Puerto Rico in May. I had Athena, or I conceived Athena in July. So you would think that everything was fine, but yeah, so they did that test. It took 2 weeks. I want to say it was around December that we found that out, or after. I can't remember. But it was so stressful. My husband, I was more concerned about him than myself. But then I thought to myself, why me again? And my friend, I remember talking to my friend Gloria, and she's like, wow, Leslie, I can't believe this is happening to you. I hope nothing is going on and you're just fine. But luckily nothing happened, and she's healthy. But it was one of those things that was the most stressful thing ever. And I think I remember sharing with you guys that if I had a child with special needs, I'd rather not know, just because I can't control it. And if I know, then I think it's more stressful for me. I think something along those lines. I remember she's awake. She's hungry because my chest is hurting. But yeah, and then on top of that, so that happens, right? And everything's settled. They tell me everything's fine. The baby's okay. Then later on, they tell me, oh, it looks like you have placenta previa. And I was like, what the heck is that? So then they explained to me, and I was like, oh no, are you kidding me? And I remember telling one of my friends, she's like, oh, more things for you to talk on your channel. But I was like, I'm not going to share none of that until I see my baby, and my baby is healthy and it's fine, and she is fine. So therefore I can sit down and share that part of the pregnancy that I just didn't want to at the moment. Okay, now we got super close because she's eating. So, but it was just very stressful. I can't imagine knowing or finding out that there's something wrong with your baby, because I feel like it makes your pregnancy even more... You really don't want to be stressing about things, even if it's there. Like I said, with Rosa, I didn't know that she had arthrogryposis, and I thought to myself that that was better than knowing, because, like I said, I got to experience both sides. So the lady for the birth certificate comes in. Oh my god, you guys, I haven't even told anyone this story, or I haven't even posted nothing about it. So we were undecided on the name, right? As you all know, I did name her Athena Jane. We thought it would be really nice to name her after her great-great-grandma, and also Rosa is named after my grandma. So it's pretty even. Although my mom, when I was little, I told my mom that I was going to name my daughter after her, and I never did. So I told Evan, ooh, we have to have another one. No, we're not having any more kids. I'm completely done having kids. Kids are a lot of work and a lot of dedication. You know, like breastfeeding, I used to think that it was easy, but now that I have Leo and he's so teeny, I noticed that it's not that easy. It's a lot of commitment. Breastfeeding is very demanding, and you have to really be dedicated to be breastfeeding, because you have to be up at all times. Like, you know, the baby, especially when it's a newborn, they feed every like hour. So you're always feeding the baby. And Athena over here, she loves eating. But anyways, back to the name. Okay, I don't think you guys are ready for this, but Athena has 4 names and a last name, so total of 5. Yeah, that was all my idea, because we couldn't decide on the first name and the middle name, and then my husband had to go to school that day, the day that I got discharged. Okay, so her first name is Athena Jane. Her middle name is Viola, or Viola, which means purple in Italian. I decided to name her Ophelia. That's her last name before her last name, if it makes sense. Her name is Athena Jane Viola, or Viola Ophelia Giefer. I was so undecided on the name, and my husband said, oh, we'll just come back for Ophelia in 2 years. And I said, no, we are not. I'm just gonna throw that name in there, because I really wanted to name her, like at the beginning I wanted to name her Ophelia. If it was a girl, when we thought Leo was a girl, my choice of name was Ophelia, and that's a name that I really like, and everyone was saying, no, it's horrible. Ophelia is such a beautiful name. I don't know why people don't like it, especially the Hispanic community. They do not like it. My mom, I don't know if my mom said that she likes, I love the name, you guys. I think Ophelia is such a pretty name. It's, the meaning of it is so beautiful. It means helper. So I thought, hey, it could be Rosa's helper. It could be her, you know, her best friend, her... Why are you rolling your eyes, Athena? And she's like rolling her eyes. But I don't know, I just thought the meaning was really nice. And also Athena is such a beautiful, beautiful name as well. So my favorite name has to be Ophelia. So I am going to start calling her Ophelia. And into my baby. Here's Athena. Say hello, Bobby. Hello. She doesn't want to say hello, but that's Athena. Oh, her headband is all over the place. Let me say hello, Mommy. Say hi. Hi. Oh, she has a lot of hair. Oh, honey, you have a lot of hair. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for being so patient and understanding as well that I am spending quality time with Athena, or Ophelia. yeah, it's been very busy, and I'll update you guys on a different video of what I've been up to this past 3 weeks after I deliver Athena. But anyways, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I get into a routine and a schedule where I can record more often. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!